For all you guys out there that are looking for some positive news from Arcade1Up, some hope that there may be some new cabinets coming to retail relatively soon, I've got a little bit of news today that might just excite you and let you know that Arcade1Up is actually pretty flush right now. Hello YouTube, it's me, Michael B. Thank you so much for checking out today's video. And in today's video, we're going to talk about a little article that was sent to me just a little while ago that details Arcade1Up were successful in securing some additional funding, and hopefully this will lead to them offering new games or new re-releases to the community in the near future. But before we get into that, I'm going to say thank you so much, everybody, for checking out the video. Guys, I always appreciate the support. If this is your first time to the channel, you like what you see, go ahead, subscribe, click the bell for notification, all that YouTube jazz. I think we all remember a couple months ago, my buddy Sean, RGT85, made a video saying Arcade1Up is dead in 2024. A lot of this came from the fact that this is a company he once loved, but has become disinterested in because they aren't releasing titles that he's interested in, and he's tired of all the constant re-releases. This also was then further escalated by the fact that somebody gave him some information that Arcade1Up was in some financial trouble. They had a big bill coming and didn't have the money to actually pay the bill. Of course, this information was opinion and not substantiated, but RGT85 ran with it, and it created quite a stir in the community that the company may be in trouble. Well, that is until today, when a community member sent me this article. I want to say a huge thank you to Adam Kalb for doing that. This is public information that's out there right now. I'm surprised nobody caught this. I mean, we've got our friend James Hates Everything, who's the business insider with Arcade1Up. I'm surprised that he didn't bring this up previously, but Arcade1Up, back on July 23rd, 2024, was successful in securing $20 million in additional funding. They've got it from a SLR Business Credit LLC, and basically it says that it's pleased to announce funding of $20 million credit facility for a leading manufacturer in the gaming industry, Tastemakers LLC. Tastemakers has licensing agreements and development deals with iconic retro arcade games and manufactures cabinets, bringing gaming to homes around the world. This financial support is aimed at bolstering the company's working capital, so basically their cash flow. So the rumors about Arcade1Up basically being in financial difficulty and not having cash flow to put new cabs out there, this does kind of substantiate the cash flow issue, but it also shows that there's a whole load of new money coming in. Now you're probably saying, if Arcade1Up is in fact the fourth largest gaming company in the world, how did they get into this financial trouble? And as we've speculated quite a bit, it comes from the failure of NFL Blitz, where they released this title, it wasn't well received by the fans, and they overproduced and, overestimated what the demand would be, and it left them in some real trouble. They basically took a big swing and missed. So the credit facility, structured as a $20 million accounts receivable facility, was executed in partnership with the equity holders and management to meet the needs of the company, which has been facing changes in working capital needs. That's a fancy way of just saying they didn't have any cash flow. Dora DeVere, interim CEO and CFO of Tastemakers, so again, this confirms that Dora, the CFO, is the new interim acting CEO of Tastemakers. We are excited to join the SLR family, and we plan to use this facility to support our customer credit needs. What does that mean? Customer credit needs. I don't understand that wording. Finding the right solution was a project that we were very thoughtful about, since the customers and their support are key to our success. With the ever-changing retail landscape, SLR stepped up and created a solution that really answers our business needs. Not to mention, this will allow us to get back to making video games. And that's the most important statement there, because they haven't really been doing it. It's been an extremely slow year. Last year was an extremely slow year with a plethora of re-releases, but hopefully this means more cabs are coming now that the money's there. I just don't understand customer credit needs, what that entails. If somebody wants to point out to me in the comment what that could mean, let me know. So why is this boring financial news important? Why are we discussing it? Well, it means Arcade1Up has money now. I've speculated a lot on my Chillin' Chats and other videos. I think Arcade1Up was really stuck in a holding pattern that they couldn't make a cabinet until a retailer ordered it or demanded it, or they couldn't do one until a partner demanded it and they received the funding up front. With this excess cash flow that they now have, hopefully this changes things and they can be more proactive about building cabs and maybe even take a little bit more risk and build some new cabs. Now this also ties into something that my buddy Phil PD7 has been talking about the last little while. He keeps mentioning all these new cabinets coming to Best Buy. The rumor on the street that he's heard, they're currently clearing out space to make room for new products. In his last video, he mentioned a couple re-releases going up on Amazon. He also mentioned some re-releases coming to the store, as well as X-Men 97, more cabinets becoming available. So potentially, this is what Arcade1Up is using this cash flow for, and new cabs are on the way. Now, I want to be careful saying new cabs because we have no idea if Arcade1Up has any new games in development. We're assuming September is right around the corner, so there could be some stuff in development, but the stuff Phil talked about that I find really interesting and actually beneficial to me was he talked about particular re-releases, and specifically some of the best cabs Arcade1Up have ever made. So one game that Phil saw come up on the Amazon listing that I would be pretty excited about is Star Wars, the classic Atari Star Wars. I know they did re-release a version of this last year. It's possible it's just another version of that, but hopefully maybe it's a deluxe version, or maybe it's that XL that apparently they tried to sell Costco on bringing in. I personally would love to see another Star Wars. Unfortunately, I sold mine. Really regret it. Would love to add it back to my collection. So the possibility that another Star Wars could be coming out makes me very happy. Not to mention what some people consider to be the best Arcade1Up cab, even better than Star Wars. I know my friend Sterling Hall feels that way, and a couple others. But the actual Tron machine, one of the most beautiful cabs Arcade1Up have made. So many extra features. There's been some kind of weird community rumor that a deluxe Tron is on the way. The original cabinet just showed up on Amazon recently. It's currently unavailable, but the listing's back up, as Phil mentioned in his video. You know damn well sure I would love to get my hands on another Tron, whether it be Tron Deluxe, the original Tron again, or of course what I want more than anything else, a Tron XL. I would be all in on that. Now, as easy as it is to get really excited about this and let your mind wander about what other re-releases could be coming out, the potential of new cabs, you have to keep in mind Arcade1Up has had this money since July, so, a little over a month now at this point. The question is, what have they done with it so far? And this is where my pessimism comes in a little bit. So I'm sure you all saw the email that went out. There it is on the front page of the website. I'll go back so you can see it again. Look at this ridiculous picture. Arcade1Up have licensed a Jeopardy game for the Infinity Game Table. So let me go back and actually go into it here, and we'll learn a little bit about it. This is Jeopardy. So when I heard the Jeopardy news, I immediately thought, okay, that's the next Casinocade or something. No, it's just a game for the Infinity Game Table, and maybe this money will be used to make more games for the Infinity Game Table. That's a product I'm not interested in. I'm not going to cover. Even when I had one, I didn't really cover it. So yeah, I don't care about the Infinity Game Table. So if the money's being used for more stuff for that, this is absolutely a no-win for me. So I am hoping the money goes back to the core of what Arcade1Up was. Make more arcades, 3/4, XL, Deluxe, whatever the hell it is. Just make more arcades, give us more stuff, restock those stores. So anyways, guys, that's my quick news update for today. I found it extremely interesting this news came out. I mean, we were all wondering what was going on with Arcade1Up. We assumed they were having some kind of cash flow issues that were preventing them from bringing new cabinets out. It seems now from that article we can confirm that, but we can also confirm those cash flow issues have been alleviated thanks to this line of credit. So moving forward, we could expect to see Arcade1Up become a lot more active again, and hopefully that means new games, or at least really cool re-releases. Anyways, guys, let me know down in the comments below, what do you think of this news for Arcade1Up, the $20 million in funding? Do you think this is good news? Do you think we're going to see a lot more stuff come out from Arcade1Up in the near future? And are you happy to hear they do have money now, they're not experiencing cash flow issues, and there's hope for the future? Anyways, guys, thank you so very much for watching. This is Michael B. the Game Genie. I'll talk to you next time.